so involved in a group or activity that it seems like you're there every time they open the doors. And a lot of our KPFT members are like that. They renew their memberships every year. And in between times, they feel compelled to give an additional gift. Almost every time, we have a fund drive. We appreciate the attaboy, and those additional gifts are so helpful. So even if your membership isn't due yet, we'll put your dollars to good use, making great radio. You can also consider making your support to KPFT a sustaining one when you call 713-526-5738, option 1, or go to kpft.org. Thanks so much.
This is KPFT Houston, 90.1 FM.
Support for KPFT and the Prison Show is provided by the Cohen Parole Law Firm. For almost 40 years, Gary Cohen has helped represent incarcerated individuals throughout Texas obtain parole and fight parole revocations. We protect those who have fallen short of perfection from the wrath of those who believe they have attained it. For more information about Gary Cohen and his associates, Alan Bennett and Gene Anthus, you can find it at the website, parolelaw.com. You may also contact them at 512-476-6201.
Listeners should be aware that the following program contains language and audio images which may be found disturbing and may not be suitable for your snotty-nosed little brat who probably cusses like a sailor behind your back anyway. Parental discretion is advised.
Daddy, I'm coming to see you at visiting hours next week. Mama ain't been doing too well, I'll tell you more when we speak. And Billy's loving high school. He's out there blocking for JB. I'm sure he's gonna come around by the time you give a least. It's Friday night, the inmates go quiet. Listen for a voice they know.
It's time to holler down the pipe chase and rattle them bars, because we're going to do a prison show for you right here at beautiful old, historic old, exciting new KPFT Houston, from the heart of Montrose, where we all hope tomorrow will be a better day.
Dreams, I can see your freedom. I will hold you once more. The men with no visitors, no money on the books. Remember, David's always gonna be here. You're never so alone. This ain't my love. It's Friday night. The inmates go quiet. Listen for a voice they know. It's prison radio. Prison radio.
And welcome to the Prison Show. Today is Friday, May the 24th, and it's the last Friday of Fund Drive for us. So, as you heard in the promotions earlier, call 713-526-5738, option number 1 to donate, or you can definitely go to kpft.org. There is a donate button. I think it's over to the right, and you just scroll on down to The Prison Show. The Prison Show. Make sure you put "the" in front of it. And the bricks are still available. We have bricks for $25 per month, and that's a 4x4, and then for $50 a month you get an 8x8. We have put photos up on the Prison Show's Facebook page showing exactly what it looks like. So, we have the bricks available. David has T-shirts, the Prison Show T-shirts. How much are those T-shirts, David?
Well, I usually sell a T-shirt for $20, so if they make a $25 donation, which is what it takes to become a member, a voting member, then I'll go ahead and just send them the shirt. So I'll swallow the price for the shirt for the donation because that's how important it is.
It is. It's very important. So again, 713-526-5738, option number 1 to donate. Make sure you say The Prison Show. And of course, kpft.org. Go to the donate button and scroll down to The Prison Show.
See, there you go. It's either the or the. Which one is it?
I don't know. I fluctuate. That's what I do. Yeah, it depends. But, you know, we're going to be pitching throughout the show tonight. And we appreciate any and all donations, anywhere from $5, $10. You know, like I said, the bricks, $25 a month for a 4x4, $50.
4x8. They're 4x8 and 8x8.
That's right, 4x8 and 8x8.
And, you know, I noticed somebody a while ago, they donated $10 a month, which ends up being $120. So, I mean, if you can't afford the $25, then do the $10 because it'll be a $120 donation. That's how being a sustainer works. We get credit for the whole year right off the bat. If you do $25 a month, then we get credit for $300. So,
when Linda and I got here earlier, we spoke to Sandy and Marlo, and they were telling us that, you know, the donations are a little bit behind. So we're going to be pushing it, everyone.
Pitch.
Pitch. Listeners out there, we know you're saturated with information. We're trying to bring you prison information. And I've got some. I have got a lot of information tonight. So definitely keep listening, and we'll be sprinkling that news you can use throughout the show. Now, tonight we have Chivas Watson. He's going to be here. He's in mass incarceration, Houston, and Working Group 512. Savannah Eldridge Pierson, the board chair of the board of directors at TIFA. She will be here with her awesome new husband. Gordon Fisher, he is reformed ex-convict who spent 16 years behind bars and has been giving back to society, going back into prisons, and owns a thriving business he uses to help build people's dreams. And of course, Linda and I will be here with the Death Row Angels report. And again, sprinkling some news you can use throughout the show. But first, we have Chivas Watson.
Hey. Peace and blessings. Good evening. And to all of our listeners, welcome to Mass Incarceration Fridays. I'm Chivas Watson with some news, some updates. And guess what? I'm in between a rock and a hard place. And how many of you know how this feels? Has anybody been released from jail to have someone call or text you hateful things? And that's what you see as you power your device. Have you simply shared a list of names of guys and gals on death row, and somebody looked up the first name, and the first name is culpable of the crime, so they paint you red and tell you how wrong you are for saying their name? Have you ever talked to a loved one inside and they were scared of what's happening because it's been scary with what took place in the pretrial and the trial phases, and your advice of prayer and your listening ear just isn't enough? Are you a mother, a father, a wife, a husband who has watched your loved one sit on house arrest for 17 months? What about when that monitor first came off? Do you remember the time? I wanted you to know in the past month, I've had some intimate involvements in all of these things. In the last month, I've traveled from Greens Point to East Austin, from Travis County Jail to South Abilene, from the Betty Hardwick Center to Oak Cliff in Dallas, and I think I do the triangle between Austin, Houston, and San Antonio enough. And I wanted to know if any of our listeners, if they ever knew the power of experience. What the power of experience means. And did you know that Over half of all police interactions in the Austin-Travis County region result in accelerated segregation and solitary confinement. Until a person is quote-unquote housed, simply alleged the offense even. Not yet at a first appearance in court. Our Eighth Amendment rights, our bail rights. I see a lot of competition sometimes online. Folks will say, well, formerly incarcerated doesn't mean folks in jail, and those are nasty politics. I don't like to play in that. I know some guys that have done 3 years in the county jail. You know, I'd done some time in Del Valley years ago, and there was a guy at the end of the row who'd been down there for like 6, undocumented. And again, it's solitary confinement, and just in amplifying the issue, I wanted you to know that the power of experience is something. And over half of all police interactions in the Austin-Travis County region result in accelerated segregation, solitary confinement. It doesn't matter if that person is guilty of a violent crime or a relapse or a traffic offense. Solitary confinement is the fuel for recompense. And in this, it's not quite the same in Harris County, but in Harris County, we've got guards that are stumping out everyday citizens. In Harris County Jail, I fondly know of guys that are in there for the abusive practices of judges and prosecutors in downtown Houston. Not because guys are guilty, and not because guys are violent and all these things, man. The power of experience. Again, I'm live to you tonight, and I'm happy to be live. I'm grateful to be here. On June 1st in San Antonio, we'll be hosting the third annual formerly incarcerated People's March of Texas. It'd be nice to have some prison show representation. But that weekend in San Antonio will hold, panels and different elements of trainings and teachings around the tenets of reentry and what does that mean with policy, and what does that mean with the police. What does that mean for gun violence survivors as well. June 1st. June 28th through July 2nd we'll be in Washington, D.C. Again, Miss Linda and Miss Dani, y'all should take the drive. It'll be the 31st annual fast and vigil to abolish the death penalty, and it's a great time with the bunch. Last year, maybe 25, 30 of us, and some of us will be brave enough to sleep on the steps of Supreme Court to catch Clarence Thomas when he comes in. The power of experience. It is a catalyst for mass incarceration. It's a catalyst for the arrest. It's a catalyst for the high bail amounts. And we should rethink the experiences that people are having inside of our carceral landscapes. We have abusive natures in family court that result in criminal outcomes. There's a guy in Harris County Jail named Kyle French who simply just locked up for a failed court practice in the juvenile justice court here. To end mass incarceration, we actively have to address it, and I'm obliged to work with certain partners around the state to do the work. I'd love to help. I've recently gotten some inquiries, and I'd love to say this on air. If anyone's looking to obtain recovery housing or sober housing or group housing upon release, I'd love to lean in and see what we can make happen. There's options in South Texas. There's options in North Texas. we are running an active digital distribution initiative in Houston, qualifying individuals for free tablets with free internet service, as well as free cellular phones with free cellular service for any individuals getting state or federal government assistance, whether that's Medicaid, SNAP, SSI, so on and so forth. This falls right in the wheelhouse of folks who have such an experience when they visit the Travis County Jail, the Harris County Jail, the Montgomery County Jail, the Galveston County Jail. I found myself in a situation recently where I was challenged to read Chapter 17 of the Texas Code of Criminal Procedure. And Chapter 17 is titled Bail. And it says, Ms. Dani, and this will be my last point. I appreciate the space this evening. Bail is not to be so used as an instrument of oppression. And bail is to be judged by your financial wherewithal. And I don't think folks know that they can bring their checking and savings accounts to the court for bailable purposes. Employability is a catalyst. And we can be creative around employable solutions. Folks can work for nonprofits. Folks can work for, Jiffy Lube. There's jobs. I think, our guy here tonight, is a prime example. There's jobs and there's companies and there's ways to, run your entrepreneurism even out here. The flight risk is a factor. The community safety risk is a factor. We sit here in the local jurisdictions and bail's just measured at such a high abusive amount that I wanted you to consider the power of experience. When an innocent person has to suffer such experience. My last thing, Ms. Dani, the abusive responses around our friend Ramiro Gonzalez is quite unmerited. I don't believe in lawlessness, and I don't believe that folks should not have to pay a recompense. But I do believe in men and women changing their lives in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice. And if this guy wants to give an organ and he's changed his life, why can't we suffer clemency? Greg Abbott just pardoned Daniel Perry. Again, thank you for the time. If you wish to call us in Austin, 512-953-3980. Call us in Houston, 832-598-1357. You can email us at workinggroup512. If you check the online content, the conversation continues. Thank you again, Ms. Dani. Thank you, David.
Thank you. And next on our schedule is more pitching.
Got to do more pitching. We got to pay the bills.
Of course we do.
They said that it's kind of slow, and I understand what that derecho or whatever, is that how they pronounce it? Derecho? It's a Spanish word that means straight. The storm that came through with all the tornadoes.
Oh.
I mean, I understand why the pledges would be down low, but that's why we keep stressing how important that being a sustainer would be, because that way, let's say you'd like to donate $120, but you don't have $120. You could do $10 a month, and that would equal $120. To be a voting member at KPFT, it takes $25 donation. So if you did $25 donation a month, that would be a $300 donation.
And that would be a voting member.
I mean, you could go to the LSB and you could let them know what you think.
Lord have mercy.
They do that all the time.
Yes, they do.
We've been to LSB. So, I mean, the LSB is actually very important.
It is very important. I was on the board for...
That long?
About that long.
Those of y'all can't see, it was probably about a half an inch.
Sorry about that. Yeah, it was...
Yeah, that's what she said.
I was like, and when I left, I said, Lord. But you can be a voting member. Go to kpft.org, swing on over to the donate button, slide down to the Prison Show. And of course, 713-526-5738, option number 1 to donate. And now,
if you don't know how to find the Earl, just text the word give.
And it will bring, you're going to have to.
Yeah. You can come on over there. That way you'll be on the camera.
Yeah. So, Savannah.
Yeah, they're supposed to be here, but I haven't.
Yeah, they're not here yet.
So we'll do Gordon first.
We're going to do Gordon. Now, before the show, Gordon Fisher, the owner of Texas Pride Metal Buildings and Storage, him and I were having a great conversation about his past, what he's doing now, and, of course, what's going on in the units. We specifically spoke about the Mike Barber event at the Stiles unit. So, do you want to tell everyone a little bit about yourself after David?
Guys and gals, my name's Gordon Fisher, 416370, 546552. There's probably a couple of others. Prison was a way of life for me. But hey, I didn't think there was going to be a day that I'd sit here with you and be able to tell you that, listen, you hear these stories all the time, and very seldom you could sit there and think, well, maybe it would happen to me, because that's not what I was thinking. Being sentenced to probably more than 160 years in the Texas Department of Corrections, I never thought that I'd ever see or be free again. Judge Ted Poe strictly told me, I'm going to put you somewhere that you won't ever hurt anyone again. And guess what? I believed him. But I'm going to fast forward because I can't get through my whole life in 10 minutes. But I want to let y'all people know that if you're sitting in your cell right now, I know what you're feeling. If you just got sentenced and you just walked through them doors and you're listening to this, I know you're scared. I know you're wondering, man, what's going to happen? Listen, and listen good. You've been given an opportunity to get yourself right. And it starts by reflecting. You know, you're going to be there, you're going to start doubting the process, but listen, you were given a chance. Yeah, you might have gotten a lot of time. You might be thinking, man, I don't think I'm going to be able to get through this. Stop. Listen, use this time in there to work on yourself. You see, because that's what got me in there. When I was sitting in the prison cell after I got sentenced and sent down there, man, look, I rolled up on Cofield and not knowing that, man, this is too much. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. I didn't have no choice. You know what happens when you come through the door? People looking at you and saying, oh, look at them shoes. You know, they already getting plans in their head what they going to do. And I'm going to be honest with you. Listen, I was playing games. I was still in that point in my life where, you know what, I haven't given my life to God, to the Lord. I haven't submitted to Him. And let me tell you something. He used these situations to push me closer to Him, because I can't tell you how many times I had to get in a lot of bad situations fighting. I've been near death 3 times. I mean, look, and it wasn't anything I wanted to do. I had to fight for my life. And listen, I didn't have Jesus in my heart at that time. But when I did, it was years later I finally realized, man, after so many set-offs, I got tired of doing all of these things to try to make the parole board think I'm changed my life. Hey, when He come into my life, He changed my life. He revolutionized my heart, my mind. All you guys and gals in there, listen, this is the beginning of your life. Every day that you wake up, you need to see and look at yourself and say, what can I do better? well, how can I become a better person? The first thing you need to do is become selfless. Stop worrying about, hey, is so-and-so going to send me some money, or getting on that iPad and trying to make contact with, look, stop it, man. We didn't have none of that when we were doing time. We didn't have a phone. We didn't have nothing. And that was the time that we had to reflect. And believe me, I did a lot of it. But I'm no better than you. But I'm trying hard. And I try harder than most. And today God has blessed me. Okay? And that's what I wanted to come on here and let you know, that you don't hear of success stories of these guys getting out and people doing good very often. That's why I'm here. I want to let you know, if you're fixing to get out, you got a trade, and you want a job, but you're willing to work hard, I want to help you. I'm not saying that, hey, I'm going to guarantee you a job. It's all about you and what you're willing to sacrifice to have a good life. You know, living a good life is not hard. You just got to have the want to. And for 3 times, I never had that want to. But today, I want to get up. I want to be the best man I can be, help many people as I can. And you know what? That's what God puts in you, the want to. Give charity, give help, reach out to people. When you become like that, that's a reflection of God. That's a reflection of the Lord. And right now I'm a part of the Impact Center in Shepherd, Texas. And what they do is they bring in, these young kids that's been, or families or whatever out there that's going through a hard time in life. They're trying to get things jump-started. But you know what? It takes a community. It takes people coming together for a common cause. That's how things change. People are quick to send somebody over to the Impact Center to get them help, but nobody wants to help when it comes to helping them get bigger facilities or things like that. It costs money, like this station right here. It's all, driven by donations. We need people of charity, the people of the Lord that want to do some good things for people, to come together for a common cause and become the difference maker. A lot of people, they're quick to put their hand out, but not many people are putting their hand out to help you. So that's what I want to let you know is today. If you're sitting in your cell and you're wondering what's going to happen, how's this going to go, listen, kneel down. Because I'm telling you, until you kneel down and you submit your life to God, in whatever shape, way, or form that you see Him, I'm going to tell you now, I'm in love with the Lord Jesus Christ, okay? Maybe He's something else to you. I do not know, but I know what He has done for me, and I know what He can do for you. And listen, I'm out by the grace of God going on 20 years. Not by me, anything that I've done. I'm nothing but hey, Paul said it best. He said, nothing good is in me except the Spirit that dwells in me. And that's what I do. And this is what I want to reach out to you today. If you know somebody out there that's looking, for help when you get out, look, try to be help. Try to do that. Look, people say, well, I don't really have much to offer. I got this ankle monitor on like the brother was talking about. Listen, I did all that too. You got to go do it, man. Listen, that's part of what you're supposed to do. When you get out, that don't mean you're free. No, they've just given you an opportunity to do the rest of your time on the streets, but you got to follow the rule. Most of us, though, we don't do that, and we end up right back in there. Recidivism rate is going crazy, okay? And it's getting out of hand. But what we want to do is, I want to be an example and let you see. I go into the Polunsky Unit, and shout out to all my brothers and over there at the Polunsky Unit. The most important thing I can say, and I'm not going to carry on about it, but God has blessed me with a company, and we build metal buildings and barndominiums and things like that. Listen, what I want to put out to y'all, and if you're listening and you know someone that's looking for a metal building, you want to do a good thing? Here's my challenge to you. Come to my company, Texas Pride Metal Buildings, right there in Conroe, and I'll do this. You're going to buy a building anyway. Why not come to Texas Pride Metal Buildings? And what I'm going to do is a portion, a percentages of what you pay me, I'm going to take a percentage and I'm going to donate it here to the 90.1, prison show. And I'm going to take another percentage and I'm going to donate it to the Impact Center in Shepherd, Texas. Miss Brenda Myers is doing an awesome job, and you know what? It's like she's out there with a few volunteers trying to do it all. It shouldn't be that way, folks. If you're looking to take part in something and you want to be a part of something, hey, go and volunteer. Go let people know that you want to make a difference. And there's plenty of time to do that.
Do you have an address where people can write you?
Well, they can write my address at my location in Conroe, Texas. You can write 11992, Highway 105 East, 77302, I believe, is the zip code. And you can put it care of Gordon Fisher. That's our office, okay? If you know someone that's wanting to buy a building, listen, me being an inmate, okay, I'm going to say this real quick. Being an inmate, it's not easy when you're out here trying to run a company. You know, my wife, she's the brains behind most of everything that happens. So, I don't take any of this credit. I work for the Lord. This is the Lord's company. I'm just a steward, okay? But we do all we can to help people. But if you're wanting a metal building of any kind, I challenge you to come to us, because guess what? We're going to give it back to 90.1 The Prison Show, and we're going to give it back at the Impact Center in Shepherd, Texas, Miss Brenda Myers. And that's what I got for y'all. I want you to stay encouraged, don't give up, and most of all, man, let this time be a time of reflection for you. Peace out.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Sounds like he was pitching.
He was pitching. I think he was. I think that was the pitch.
Yeah.
That's a pitch.
Yeah, I got him up now. Yeah, I mean, just call 713-526-5738. Option number 1 to donate. In about another 14 minutes or so, you can do option number 2 to make your shout-outs. But we're not going to start the shout-outs until 10 o'clock, but you can get in the queue about 9:45. But it's important to make that pledge, because like Sandy said, it's kind of slow right now, and we understand it's because of the storm and everything coming through. But man, I bet you still went and had a coffee today. I bet you went down. I know I had a burger yesterday, so I could take that little bit of money that I did that burger with, and I could take one burger a month and donate it to KPFT, and then that's what that other dude did. He did $10. $10 a month. That's a $120 donation. So if you can afford that, or if you and your wife are going out and you end up doing $20, then 20 times 12, that's even better donation. So whatever you can do, whatever you can afford. And I know somebody out there got a $100 bill in their pocket. So I'm going to make a challenge right now, because I got a $100 bill in my pocket, but I did my $100 last week. But I'm going to say right now, if somebody gives a $100 bill within the next 30 minutes, I will donate the $100 bill I got in my pocket right now. So if you, for a $100 donation, that'll be a $200 donation. So there's your challenge.
713-526-5738, option number 1, and KPFT.org.
Gordon's waving a $100 bill behind us.
Hey. All right. So Savannah is in the house. Yeah. Let me scoot that right on over to you. Yeah. Newly married, congratulations.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
And congratulations to your hey.
It's like a shadow.
I know. Well, congratulations to you both, and I know you're here tonight representing TIFA.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what you got for us?
So I got a few updates for TIFA. First, thank you to Sharon for all she's doing to keep our members informed. Just wanted to,
Sharon.
yes. Sharon is like the heart of TIFA right now, her and Lakeith Drew. But I just wanted to give an update about our ongoing All Rise 2025 campaign. So we're getting ready and gearing up for the next session. So we've already begun with training. So our first training was completed, the Advocacy 101. And we are gearing up for the next storytelling training, which is very important to get folks ready to give their testimony during session. So try to ease those nerves and get folks ready for the 2 minutes. It seems like forever when you're up there, but if you're a novice, it can be nerve-wracking. So we want to make sure that everyone is prepared. So we have that coming up. Our statewide conference is October 26th in Plano. So save the date, and you can start registering on our website, tifa.org. We will be refiling our earned time credit bill, and yes. So also I want to encourage everyone, because we always get feedback about the bills during the session. Go ahead and start sending us the feedback, sending your recommendations. So as we're talking to our elected officials and hoping to get sponsors for the bill, that we can kind of propose those. So, and then again, go to our website. We got our chapter meetings happening. Our parole workshops. Next one is on June 22nd. We have one on August the 12th and November 19th. It's $50 for members and $85 for non-members. And then we'll also have a workshop at our statewide conference, and I'll be helping Sharon host that session. So lots of great things happening. And then you guys probably already know the next TDCJ Summit is coming. So
that is in June, at the end of June.
29th. So we want all of, not just TIFA members, but all the family members that we hear from all the time. Please take advantage of that opportunity to go and get all the information that you need. It's a great service.
It's a chance to talk to TDCJ officials.
Right. Absolutely. So, and then as usual, if you guys want to write us, you can write us at P.O. Box 300220 in Austin, Texas. Zip code is 78703-004.
Why don't you repeat that one more time?
Okay, that's P.O. Box 300220 in Austin, Texas, 78703-004. And the last thing I have, Coalition to Abolish Slavery Texas has a mural going up in CUNY Homes here in Texas to support our abolition campaign. We don't have a date yet because it just started, and so we want to uplift the abolition bill that we'll be refiling next session, and I'll be giving you guys updates for that, so I hope that you'll support that campaign as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely, we will. I wanted to, I was going to talk about this a little bit during our segment, but again, the summit is very important. When you do not know who to speak with, you're going to see them face to face. The health services people, they were there the last summit. You can talk to them directly. In fact, they have, well, I don't know if the outline will be the same as it was.
Well, it changes, and so the great thing about it, though, is that they actually take the time to speak to folks, and I've gotten, like, on-site answers from wardens. I mean, literally, nearly every department is represented, and if they're not, they're really responsive during that time. Like, I mean, you can email them, so I really encourage everyone. I know they've been having them in different areas. This one is in Austin, so if you're in the Austin area or can travel, definitely please make your way, because it saves you a lot of time.
It does, and they can see your face, and I mean, it's important for us to know who we're talking to, but it's important for them to know who we are, that we're in there representing our loved ones incarcerated.
Right. And for every time we haven't gotten an answer or return back on the phone, right, it's always helpful that we're able to speak with someone, and they can put a name to a face. I'm the one you hung up on.
Or look at this email. Remember this? Yeah, you didn't answer that email. Yeah.
I mean, to what y'all are saying, we helped find a guy last month. Per the meeting in Austin, by being able to speak to April Zamora with the reentry and a couple of other folks, you know what I mean. Put that direct inquiry in. Y'all are speaking truth.
Yeah.
Well, anything else, Savannah?
No, that's all I want to highlight. I've been busy, as you know. I relocated to Houston, so always happy to be able to be in the studio. Pasquale has a new song out. I'm always plugging him. He's still on his re-entry journey. So go to Apple Music and stream Boss for the Cross, featuring Trey 9. Always got to give a plug. I'm his manager. So, but just want to encourage everyone to just get involved, no matter what organization you're working with or working for. Support your community, your peers, support the family members, and support the people on the inside, because these issues are ongoing. Things are happening year-round. There is not a shortage of work. So, we can all lend our talents and our time. So just find a space and get working.
And most of us do it for free.
Absolutely.
We are volunteers.
Yeah.
And we are just trying to, out of the goodness of our hearts, trying to help, because we have a loved one incarcerated. We've been incarcerated, or for some reason.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely. And that's how things get done, right? You don't need a reason. Just got to have a fire, a passion, and just a will to do. And so if we start pulling our resources, our ideas, and really collaborating more, there's strength in numbers, and there's a lot of truth to that. So.
Yes, you are correct. Strength in numbers. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So if we all work together, maybe we could actually get something done.
We do get things done, even though it's incremental. I have faith, and I've seen things.
Right.
We've all been a part of meaningful change. And again, even though we feel like it might not be, huge, I think if we just keep chomping at the bit, we'll reach our goal.
Real quick, do you know anything about, I called the mailroom supervisor in Huntsville, because the little rumor mill, inmate.com, as they call it, they're saying that the mail will no longer go through Dallas. I called today just for verification, and she said, no, that is incorrect.
That is incorrect. I've called in the past, probably like 4 days ago, because I heard the same thing, and I was given the same information. So it's just, General Hospital as usual.
Yeah.
But, at least we call to verify, and,
Yeah, we don't. And I think that one of the units sent back someone's mail, so he wasted his stamps, and they said you had to, I'm getting the clothes, you had to put the actual address of Polonsky at the top, not the Dallas. So they gave his mail back. I told him to file a grievance.
Well, I hope it's not one of those unit-specific things, but again, let's just keep inquiring as we usually do. But for right now, I haven't heard anything has changed.
Thank you, Savannah, very much. You and Tifa, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
And now.
Thank you, Gordon.
Thank you, Gordon, and thank you.
And he said he gave you that bill. You need to give it to me because I just made the pledge.
I was going to hold it for you.
I bet.
I was going to hold this $100 for you, just for
mileage fee.
Just for a bit. So thank you, Gordon, very much, and thank you, David Collingsworth.
Who else we got to thank?
Who else?
Do I need to pull up a whole list?
Oh, yes. Hang on, you sent it to me.
Yep.
And I'm slow. But while David's looking that up,
I got it right here.
Okay,
I'm
go
quick
ahead.
draw McGraw. We need to thank Miss Elizabeth, Miss Evelyn, Gloria, Steve. Steve was a big one. Steve's the AC guy. Stephanie, Michael, Don, Rosalva, Abe, Brandy, Miss Linda, me again, and Helen. And this one here don't have a first name, but
It's Eugene.
it's Eugene. Oh, it's Broxton. They didn't put his last name.
No, they didn't. I'm not sure why.
And they put it backwards. They put the first name as the last name.
Yeah, but we know who Eugene is.
That's
Thank you,
Eugene. Thank you, Eugene.
You're awesome. Thank
So-
you very much.
So we thank everybody. And then we got a whole list of sustainers. I wish I could get a hold of that list so I'd know how many, because we know that there's a lot of people out there that are sustainers. Marcy became a sustainer. I know me and you and Tom,
Yes.
Miss Linda, we're all sustainers.
Yes, we are.
So, Mike Lewis, we appreciate Mike.
Yes, we do. Even though I give him a hard time, I appreciate you, Mike.
Yeah, Mike's had it kind of rough. That storm hit his house pretty hard. He had a big giant tree go down, and he just recently he talks about it in his shout out. He just recently got his water and his electricity back on. He's been, yeah.
Well, you can call 713-526-5738, option number 1, or kpft.org. Slide on down to the donate button, then go down to The Prison Show. And, of course, you, too, can have your name shouted out right here that you donated. We know how much everyone loves that. All right. So now, Linda and I, it's time for our segment. Linda.
Turn me on.
She said, turn me on. Don't get jealous, Dee Dee.
Ready.
All right. Good evening, everyone on Texas Death Row and everyone else listening, because from the mail, we know you're listening. We got 3 new death row inmates at Pulaski. Jerry Elders out of Johnson County, Paige Lawyer out of Tarrant County, and Victor Goodness, Godness, out of Hidalgo County. And, of course, we have another execution date. Travis Mullis was given an execution date of September 24th. So right now we have 4 scheduled executions in Texas. Yep, more on the horizon, too. Get your phones out, because now is the time to call the governor's office, 512-463-2000 or 512-463-1782, and tell them you oppose the death penalty and all executions. Start calling those DAs also. If you oppose the death penalty and you haven't been doing your part, start. And again, call the governor. Tell him maybe he can do some pardons, like he did. I already went off on my high horse last week. Okay, so currently we have 4 official executions scheduled. Romero Gonzalez is scheduled for June the 26th. Ruben Gutierrez is scheduled for July 16th. Arthur Burton, August the 7th, and Travis Mullis is scheduled for September the 24th. Now, as my friend Mayo says, here is the news you can use. And just to remind everyone, if you hear something that we announce and you want a copy of the information, let Linda or I know. Aurelia Escobar, on May the 13th, you replied to the state's brief at the Supreme Court. You are also scheduled for conference on May the 30th. Rodney Reed, you have been scheduled for conference 6 times at the Supreme Court coming out of the CCA, the last one being May 23rd. You have been rescheduled again for a date to be announced. Rodolfo Medrano, it was great seeing you. You were scheduled for conference at the Supreme Court on May 23rd coming out of the CCA. Order list is scheduled for May 28th, so we shall see if you receive a decision. James Broadnax, you were scheduled for conference at the Supreme Court on May 23rd coming out of the CCA. Order list again is scheduled for May the 28th. We shall see if you receive a decision. Richard Tabler, on May the 13th, a brief of amici curiae of capital defense attorneys and former judges was filed at the Supreme Court coming out of the Fifth Circuit. Brandon McCall, you are scheduled for conference at the Supreme Court on May the 30th coming out of the CCA. Travis Green, you were denied by the Supreme Court on May the 13th coming out of the Fifth Circuit. Gustavo Sandoval, you were denied by the Supreme Court on May the 13th coming out of the CCA. It's important to note that Justice Jackson and Justice Sotomayor both dissented. Mark Robertson, George Curry, Ricky Cummings, and Tony Ford. A third motion to intervene by Freddie Hurley was filed at the District Court. Anthony Medina, you replied in support of your motion for a COA and brief in support at the Fifth Circuit on May the 13th. James Calvert, you responded in opposition to your motion for leave to file excess pages at the District Court on May 13th. Charles Thompson, on May the 14th, the district court ordered you to file an advisory within 30 days that responds to the per se submission. Patrick Murphy, on May the 15th, the CCA dismissed the application as an abuse of writ without reviewing the merits of the claim raised. Franklin Davis, on May 15th, you were granted a motion for extension of time to file a motion to amend federal habeas corpus petition. Amos Wells, on May the 17th, you filed a motion of COA and brief in support at the Fifth Circuit. Naheem Muhammad, on May the 20th, you filed a status report at the district court, and on May 22nd, the CCA remanded you to trial court. Richard Vasquez, on May 20th, you filed a brief and notice requesting oral hearing for both at the district court. And David Wood, on May 22nd, the CCA denied your request for DNA testing. And Linda, I think, has something.
Yes, I have a poem from Willie Torres from the Wayne Scott Unit. Thank you, Willie, for sending this in. The lines on my face are getting clearer. All my hair is almost gray. My death is getting nearer, thinking of all the days I've laid to waste from the meth and cocaine, hitting licks, lying and cheating just to make it through the day, running from my troubles, trying to hide the withdrawals and the pains. Pain is fear leaving your body. A wise man once said, what don't kill you makes you stronger. Don't worry about paybacks, trust in karma. It's all in your head. Don't worry about drama. Pray for them instead. I got these scars on my arms. The voice in my head were all wrong. Didn't realize it till I was hanging by the neck from the bars. Thought suicide was the solution. My attempts became an evolution. Now I'm dreaming of a revelation. While my captive violate the Constitution, while I live and make it out on this, will I ever make it out on this institution? Pain is fear leaving your body, a wise man once, and what don't kill you makes you stronger. So don't worry about paybacks, trust in karma. It's all in your head. Don't worry about drama. Just pray for all of them instead. That's really sweet, Willie. I hope you're doing better there. I hope you're feeling better. And write us anytime, and I'll get the information to you that you asked me to get. You have a good night.
Yeah, Willie, I know that you had said that you didn't receive a response from us, and we apologize for that, because Linda and I are pretty good at responding. I know Linda's better at it than I am. Right, Linda?
Well, I try to be, but I tell you what, my life is so hectic sometimes that I fall behind, but I do try, so.
Yeah, we both.
And I pray for y'all, you guys, every day. I love you. I want y'all to all get out. I really do.
Yeah, we do try to answer everyone, but like Linda said, our lives are very hectic. I work full time. It's very hard to balance when you're trying to help people and, of course, pay your bills, pay your own bills. It gets really hard, but we're out there trying to fight for better conditions, which Joy, my friend Joy, had at the summit last time. She managed to speak with GRAD, and she got a few of the guys on death row. They're able to go through GRAD on death row, which is unheard of. That is unheard of.
That's pretty awesome.
It is awesome, and it shows that they have changed their lives for the better. And that does look, I know they're on death row, but still, it's a matter of principle for them. They do not want that tag on them. So, and at the summit, we were able to speak directly to them because representatives from GRAD, and I'm sorry, I didn't work with that portion. Joy did that. I don't remember his name. But they were all out there. And we got to talk to Securus. We got to talk to health services, like I said. And we made a huge...
Medical?
Yeah.
Yeah, Linda and I went in and talked to medical.
Yep.
I did too.
We sure did.
The mail room, there was a lot of people there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the mail. Ooh.
Yeah.
And the wardens were there also.
A lot of wardens, yep.
You know, I know the Estelle Unit wardens love me. I come rolling up on them. Hey. Yeah, they don't like me very much.
And now they can put a face with the reputation.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They did. They did. They definitely did. So don't think that your presence at the summit would not be impactful, because it is. It's very, I can't say it enough, just like the board meetings. Board meetings are impactful, but, you know, if you want to change conditions, the conditions for these men and women inside, you got to go to the people who are making those conditions worse. And food service. Food service was there. And we all know how food service is going lately. Whew.
PBJs without any jelly?
You know what? It is so bad that they're getting, you know, food with roaches inside the food. And, you know, it's for a grown man to get a boiled egg and a couple of raisins for breakfast. That, you know, or another grown man getting a bacterial infection from spoiled food.
Yeah, being served things they don't even know what it is.
Yeah. It's, so anyway, you too
can get rot gut from eating prison food.
I know.
That's why when we go visit, they eat so much.
Yes, this is very true. When the machines work. Machines work. But anyway, you two can make a name for yourself. Come on out to the summit and speak your mind. Make some noise with us. Make some noise. It always helps when family members do that. And now you want to pitch?
Yeah, but we got a few extra minutes. I wanted to warn Securus that we're going to be at the summit.
We are.
We're coming.
We are coming.
And we're thinking about bringing some I-60s or a petition, or we got enough time to do that, don't we? We can get up a good petition.
Absolutely, we can. Our friend Brittany is working on that. So anyway, yeah, you too can have an I-60 to get us on the tablets, because we have the blessing from Brian Collier.
Well, from Jason Clark.
Or Jason Clark.
Yeah. Last time I talked to Brian Collier, he wasn't too happy about it. But he thought we were trying to get on the TDC channel. He didn't realize, I mean, we're not TDC. I don't want to be on the TDC channel. I just want to be on the tablets.
Right.
And so anyway, Jason said he didn't have a problem with it. He said Brian thought we were trying to get on the TDC channel. I guess they got some kind of a thing on the tablets to where they give out announcements, or they have
FYI
special.
or something. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know why he would think that anyway. I just want to be on like everybody else is on. What they got, like Houston Matters and different shows like that. I mean, there's no reason why the prison show can't be on there.
No reason at all. If they have all these podcasts on there, we give out information. We have important information.
And one of the other fellows from Securus, his last name was Conklin, he said that they thought that we were trying to do everything for free. I mean, free would be nice, but if we have to pay something like everybody else does, then just tell us how much we got to pay so we can work on that. I mean, we got to get to the next step. So. Right.
So we're going to be out there in Austin at the summit.
We'll be there. And speaking of payment, I mean, it's time to pitch again. We thank everybody who's donated. We really do. From the bottom of our hearts, we appreciate you. But we're not there yet. I mean, we're only like 15 days into pledge drive. And what we're really trying to do is get to where we don't have to pledge anymore. Or we don't have, not pledge anymore, but I mean pitch anymore.
Pitch.
We don't want to have, we know you don't like listening to us ask you for money all the time. But if it's listener-sponsored radio and you're listening, that means you need to step up. You step up and you become a sustainer, and it's an automatic payment, and then we don't have to ask you for it all the time because you know that we need it. We got to pay our bills. If you as a listener don't sponsor us, then I mean we just, the lights won't be on. We'll have to turn everything off because we're not Clear Channel Radio. We don't have Big Brother watching us. We don't have anybody telling us what we can or cannot have on the air unless we're going to cuss and say dirty stuff.
Except for FCC.
Yeah, FCC is about the only thing that's getting in our way. And I don't know, that they do get in the way. I mean, we got to take a class. Did you read that email?
I read it. I thought it pertained to you. I was like, oh, this is for David. Let me keep going.
So y'all call 713-526-5738. Option number 1 to donate. If you get online, go to kpft.org and hit that drop-down menu. Make sure that you go to The Prison Show. It's under the T's. Ray Hill was real adamant about that. We're not a library. We're a radio show, so our name is The Prison Show.
The Prison Show.
So that's... I guess it's about time to let's do a station ID. See what's going on. Support for KPFT and the Prison Show is provided by the Cohen Parole Law Team. For almost 40 years, Gary Cohen has helped to represent incarcerated individuals throughout Texas, obtain parole, and fight parole revocations. We protect those who have fallen short of perfection from the wrath of those who believe they have attained it. More information about Gary Cohen and his associates, Alan Bennett and Gene Anthus, can be found on their website at parolelaw.com. You may also contact them at 512-476-6201. You're listening to KPFT Houston.
All right. Now we're going to get to the best part of the show, the shout-outs. 713-526-5738. Option number 1 to donate, of course. Option number 2 to get on the air and shout out to your loved one. And right now we have Freddie on line 1. Hey, Freddie. Freddie
must have fell asleep.
I know.
Let's put him back on hold and take somebody else.
Okay, let's take Carmela.
Ooh. Good evening, Prison Show. I'd like to make 3 shout-outs. But first, I'd like to thank Miss Linda, who answered and transferred my call, for remembering me. I must either be very infamous or very worthwhile remembering. Anyway, my first shout-out is to my nephew, Bradley Leland Aiken, at the Beto Unit. And Bradley, I want to let you know that you're still loved by me. It's getting hot. It's real hot today. And I hope you're able to stay cool and get plenty of water or nourishing liquids. Hope you have a safe and pleasant as can be Memorial Day. I don't know if you have anybody to remember. I'm remembering my paternal Uncle Paul, who gave his life for our country in the Second World War. And just I've never met him, but I miss him and love him. Just take care of yourself, Bradley, and know that you're loved. My second shout out is to Marcus Mullins in the Holiday Unit. Hi, Marcus. Just want to let you know that you're not forgotten. Father David keeps me abreast to where you are and how you're doing. I hope things are coming along for you. And keep your chin up and just take care of yourself and do what you need to do to get out. And my third shout out is to Alexis Andrews at, I don't know if you guys go this far, but Bell City or Bell County Jail. I guess he turned himself in. He was on the run for a while. Alexis, I'm so glad that you're safe and are getting taken care of. Keep your head up. Keep your mouth shut. I know you're going to kick my gluteus maximus when you see me, but just please take care of yourself and do what you know you need to do. I know why you did it. but I still don't condone it. I hope you can get the help you need, what we were talking about. But I hope you're staying cool and hydrated, you too, Marcus. I hope you guys have a good weekend. It's going to be a long one. But it is what it is. And just take care of yourself and know you guys are loved. I love you, Bradley. I love you, Alexis. And I love you, Marcus. Luna says hi, Uncle Alexis. That's my cat. He knows who I'm talking about. So anyway, everybody at the prison show, have a safe Memorial Day, and thank you all who gave your lives for our country. And I hope we all remember that in the midst of the family parties and celebrations. This is not a party weekend. It's a sobering weekend. Thank you, Prison Show, for all you do. One of these days, I'll be able to donate and press the option 1. I hope soon. And you guys stay safe on the road tonight, and you have a safe Memorial Day weekend, too. Thank you, Prison Show, and thank you, Miss Linda, for remembering me. Good night, all.
Good night, Carmela. Have a great weekend.
Thank you.
Okay, now we have Caitlin.
This is a shout out for Beto Garza and Plonsky. Hey Boo, how are you? I hope that you're in good health, spirits, and that there's a smile on your handsome face. As for me, everything is okay. I'm just sitting outside work now, about to go in for my shift. It's raining here, and it's kind of a real kind of day, so I don't know if you can hear the wipers going in my car, but yeah, because as I said, it's raining. Other than that, Daytona is good, Buddy is good, and everything else is pretty much the same. Yeah, so know that I'm thinking of you, and I'm sending you big hugs and kisses. So good night, sweet dreams, and please stay safe and know that you mean the world to me. And to everybody at the prison show, a big, big thank you for making this happen.
She's always so nice. Love her. Love her. All right, now Miss Shirley. Hi, Miss Shirley.
Hey, how are y'all?
Now we're living the dream, I tell you, living the dream. How you doing?
Yeah. All right. My dream is I'm in Hawaii right now.
It's yeah.
Yeah, that's my dream.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and I'm calling to do a shout out to my boy Blaine. Hey Blaine, you forgot to give me your movie list today. I just now thought about it. So we need to do that tomorrow, so I know what movies you're watching. I like to know what movies he's watching. And I don't know if it's raining there or not, but it's thunder booming here, and we're under tornado watches and stuff too. So hope y'all are safe, and everybody is. So I love and miss you very much. And give a shout out to the guys, Mr. Big Will, Mark, Eric, Mayo, Beto, and the wonderful Mr. Rodrigo. I hope y'all are all having a good day. I know it's Memorial Day weekend. I know y'all can just have to do it the best y'all can. I know. I ain't going to be doing anything either. I'll just be sitting here. So, anybody cooking out there can send me a plate. UPS. But I love you, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. And I hope you have a good night. I hope all y'all have a good night. You know, sweet dreams. And thank y'all for doing what y'all do, too. So y'all have a nice Memorial Day weekend.
You too, Miss Shirley.
Thank y'all. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Okay, now we have the not-so-mysterious Mike Lewis.
Hello, this is Mysterious Mike. I'm back back on the show. I didn't have power last week. My power, water, and phone line are back up, and I'm still recovering from the tornado. Hope everybody else made it through. And once again, happy Memorial Day to everybody. And now I'm going to do my shout-outs to the guys at Texas, Guy Alexander, Jamie Cuffett, Stephen Russell, Stephen McGee, Philip Perez, Lucy and Michelle want me to do a shout-out for Paul. Shout-out for Jovan, Matt, Thomas, Edward Reese, Adam Wilkerson. Shout-out for Hoss. Shout-out for Keith Money. Shout-out for Oz. Shout-out for Tasha wants me to do a shout-out for Payday. Shout-out for Curtis Robertson. Shout-out for Blaine Milan. Special shout-out to Clarence Lee Bowman. Hopefully you're still doing much better. Shout-out to Bill R. Sims. And shout-out to Raymond Lee Cart. And once again, hope everybody's finally safe from the tornado that blew through the Houston area. And hope everybody has a safe and happy Memorial Day. And let's take our hats off and salute to our veterans and people that died in defense of this country. And now back to the prison show. Adios.
He said take our hats off.
Oh, I thought you...
See? They're doing it behind you, too.
No, the volume got really, really loud. I was like, what the...
It wasn't loud in my ears. You sure it wasn't just your headphones?
It didn't get loud in yours? Oh, it was just mine?
Yeah.
Well, what the hell were you doing? What?
I didn't. You're the one got the volume knob over there. I can't control your volume. I can control Mike's volume, but...
I think you can.
You're out here.
Yeah.
Linda was going to make a shout-out, but now she's on the phone, so I don't know. I got Stacy, or unless somebody in there wants to make a shout-out.
Do Stacy.
All right.
Okay. I'm going to put you on hold. You're going on the air right now.
No. Oh.
This is to my husband, Sporty Black at Wainwright Unit. Hey, baby love, this is Wifey kissing you our Friday night. Tuck you in. And speaking of, what happened to you PM? Yeah. The old Wi-Fi. I must have been acting up. Mine's just been acting up here at home today. It's been a pace day here. The girls behaving. We're all out here just missing you tremendously. Yeah, sweetheart, I'm just kissing you. Mwah. All is well, and I trust we got our whispers today, all up in each other's ear. Baby, remain healthy and safe. Stay focused and tough. I love you, Sporty, deeply. Take care. Mwah. I love you, babe.
He always gets these big, big kisses.
Yeah, I never did get any kisses whenever I was incarcerated.
You never did?
No. That's why I listen to the prison show, though, because everybody else is getting kisses. I could close my eyes and act like they were for me.
Oh, my God.
She knows how to make him smile.
All right, now let's get Lydia.
Hi there, Danny, Linda.
How are you doing?
And Dave. I'm doing good on a Friday night. Long weekend here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll be visiting my son Tuesday. Hopefully the weather stays, no storms up there. Yeah.
I don't think there will be. I hope not.
No, I hope not. I hope not. Anyway, my shout out is for my son, Beto, and I just wanted to let him, I haven't talked to Tia Early or to Frank. I don't know if you called him after you called me, Mijo, but I'm sure they're up in Austin. And I don't know if Theo and Tia are driving back from San Antonio. They might be staying up at Benny's. I really don't know. But I'll let you know tomorrow, Mijo. And I just want to give a big shout out to Rudy, Mark, Moy, Roderick, and my son for completing that faith-based program. just want to give them a big shout out and congratulations, and God bless them, and keep them under His wing and protect them. And what else do I have? Somebody's birthday? No. But that's about all. Just wanted to wish him a good night and tell him to call me tomorrow.
Well, thank you, Miss Lydia.
Danny. Yeah. Well, are you guys going over to Delia's, to Big Lou's?
I think Linda is.
Linda is?
Yeah, Linda and her husband are going. I'm not able to get off work.
Yeah, well, I'll be up visiting Bethel Tuesday. That's the only day one of my sisters could go. Yeah. But anyway, I'll see my son Tuesday, God willing, and just wanted to let him know that I love him and give him a big hug for accomplishing this, completing this program here. Okay? Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Miss Lydia. Have a great weekend.
You too, ma'am. Good night.
Good night. All right. I think Leslie's all the way to the right, but... Yeah, she's hanging out, and Lydia's still on. What y'all got going on back there?
Leslie's like in the Zoom meeting. The Zoom
breakout room.
All right, now
am I on live now?
You are on live, Leslie.
Okay. Hey, everybody!
Yay.
Happy Friday!
Happy Friday!
Yay! So I just wanted to say that first off and foremost, thank you, Danny, for everything and for this show. It's truly amazing that you guys are out there, and I would love to volunteer and to try to advocate for my loved one that's currently incarcerated. And I just wanted to give a shout out to Patrick at the Styles Unit and Building 4, and I can't wait to see him on Sunday, and that you better call me. That's all I have to say. Anyways,
yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
Yes, ma'am. And so I just wanted to tell him that he needs to keep his head up because he's been very down lately, and he needs to keep the faith, and that I love him and I'm on his side. I'm about to cry.
Oh, no, don't cry. Don't cry. It's going to be better Sunday.
Right. Just know that I love you, and there's a lot of people that love you, and I will see you Sunday. You're like a big old baby.
Oh, no. Don't feel that way. And
I just wanted, to let, everybody know that we, being the girlfriends, the fiancés, the wives, the friends, we need support from one another, and that's one thing, I've noticed that a lot of my family and friends have totally turned their backs on me during this time, but it's okay. I've met some really good people.
yes, and I can't wait to meet you on Sunday.
I know! Yay! Yes. But I enjoyed the show, and I do want to make a donation too, like a monthly donation. It may be just a small amount, but I definitely want to make a donation.
Well, we appreciate it so much, Leslie. We appreciate it very much.
And I appreciate you, Danny, and this prison show. This is amazing.
Thank you so much. And hopefully you'll find a bunch of people out here willing to put their arms around you and help you through this.
Do you guys know any mechanics? Because that's what I really need is a mechanic.
A car mechanic?
I got two in Austin.
Yeah.
Where are you? Because I know one in Livingston. There's a guy named Jerry Bailey in Livingston.
She's in
I'm
Livingston.
in Livingston.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jerry Bailey's got I don't know, send me a DM to the prison show.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I'll look up his name and number and everything, and you get a hold of him. Just tell him I sent you.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you.
I didn't know you were in Livingston. That worked out great.
I know, isn't that funny?
Yeah, I live in Shepherd, so
Okay.
right around the
Right
corner.
down the way.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, I really definitely want to volunteer. And by the way, Gordon, I used to sell portable buildings for economy portable buildings in Livingston. I'm just saying.
I'm not sure he can
But
hear you.
I mean, if you need, if he needs, a great sales rep, I'm that person.
You're that person?
Just say, I'm that person.
She used to sell portable buildings, metal buildings, and she said that she could be a great salesperson in Livingston.
We're no longer in Livingston, but I'll let her work from home and work from home and do that.
Oh well, we're gonna. I'm gonna give you when I see you on Sunday. I'm gonna give you his information.
Okay. All right. And I do want to volunteer too, so I'm just letting y'all know.
Well, we will hit you up for that.
Yeah.
She'll tell you where to come on Sunday.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to give you all kind of stuff on Sunday.
Oh, I'm sure we're going to have a conversation, Miss Dani. Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
All right. Well, again, I appreciate this program, and I want to volunteer. And Patrick, I love you. Kisses and hugs. I call my little sugar pom-pom. That's what I call my dog, too. But
sugar pom-pom?
Sugar pom-pom, or my hardness. Because I try to say baby, but he says it sounds too forcefully. I'm trying to use my soft skills.
Your soft skills for sugar pom-pom.
My sugar pom-pom.
I'm going to make sure that I tell my friend. No, I'm not. And I'm sure my friend would not approach him going, "Are you sugar pom-pom?"
No.
No.
It's just, those little terms of endearment, the sweetness and then, like he says, try to say baby. And I'm like, okay, baby. He's like, no, that sounds scripted. Well, I'm like, okay, so.
Everybody's hollering down the pipe chase right now. Sugar pom-pom.
Sugar pom-pom. Sugar pom-pom. Okay.
Oh, man. He's probably watching the game. But anyway.
It's echoing all over the door.
Oh, Lord.
Not a problem.
Can they get this channel in Styles at the Styles Unit?
At portions of it, yeah, they can.
Okay. Yeah, anyways, Patrick, I love you, my sugar pom-pom, my hardness, my sweet cakes. I will
they
see
keep
you
coming.
Kisses.
I will see you on Sunday. Kisses and hugs. Mwah.
Well, thank you, girl. We appreciate you, and I will see you on Sunday.
Yes. Thank you, Dani.
Thank
All
you.
right, bye.
Bye-bye. And we have Pasquale here. He would like to do a shout-out. He's got a bunch of necklaces.
I want to give a shout-out to Christopher Ethan. He just went to Gaza. Keep your head up, man. Jesus with you. And I'm keeping you in my prayers, and make sure you reach out to me. I want to give a shout out to the boys on Pilot's Unit in Palestine. We just left there. And any of y'all want to, the word I want to use is grow closer to God, man. Get on your knees, pray, and read your Bible, and fast and fellowship with each other. So y'all just keep y'all head up down there, man. And I just want you all to know that God is with you when you don't see Him. It's faith over feelings.
Well, thank you very much. Do you want to give a shout out?
Yeah, of course I want to shout out to my brother. The guy don't go up there where he's at, but I always just want to put his name in the atmosphere. I'm always praying, working hard for him on his freedom and, hoping he'll come home soon. So shout out to my brother Frank. We call him Macho. Shout out to South Park. I also want to uplift Ethan. He's a young man, just beginning his journey. So, Ethan, keep your head up. You're in our prayers, and please reach out to us. And just shout out to everybody needing a word of comfort tonight. Just know that God is with you, and you do have support on the outside.
Yeah, there's a lot of men and women on the inside that feel all alone. So we are here.
And Sugar Pom Pom's not alone.
No, Sugar Pom Pom, and let me tell you, he's going to hear about it on Sunday. I'm be, hey, Sugar Pom Pom, how you?
Yeah, I was kind of hoping Pasquale was fixing to go off into his new song or something,
He should have. Come on.
He had the mic, he had the opportunity. All he had to do was start rapping.
Yeah, come on. I actually thought he was too.
Come on, Pasquale.
I thought he was going to give a little piece. Just
give us a little bit. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. He ain't moving.
He wants you to play it.
I don't have nothing to play.
Yeah, he wants to play it. Well,
he got a set of lips over there. It gets real close to the mic.
And do you want to give a shout out, Chivas?
Want to remind everybody of the formerly incarcerated People's March, June 1st in San Antonio. Find us there. Don't be late though. Get there the day before. The day before that, we'll have teach-ins. We'll have trainings around reentry, around the 1994 crime bill. I'll do some legal education. If you've heard me talk about our right to travel, hear from somebody that negotiates dismissals up and down 290 with traffic court. Again, want to lift up the fast and vigil to abolish the death penalty, the 31st annual, June 28th through July 2nd in Washington, D.C. Come stand with us on the steps of Supreme Court. Want to shout out Darius Elam in the Beto unit. Got some tough news. You hold your head, brother. We are praying. We're continuing to lift your name up and lift up the cause. Lamentations 3 says the Lord does not approve of subverting a man in his cause. Brother, you keep the faith. I want to shout out Juan Sanchez in the Garza West unit. Brother, keep your head up. Not sure if y'all get it out there, but your wife is tireless and fearless in lifting up your innocence, brother. Keep your head up. Juan's appeal was heard within a year, and that's remarkable, Danny. Remarkable. Before the 5th District. I want to shout out the guys that I did time with, Devin Anderson in the Michaels unit. Little brother, keep reading. Please keep reading. Want to shout out Chaz Roberts that just got out of the Kyle MTC unit. Y'all didn't know this, but we do a Pillars leadership program at the Kyle MTC unit, and Chaz was the catalyst of it all. Just an inspiration. Talk about a leader. And he just got out yesterday, I believe. So congratulations to him and to all the guys in Kyle. All of the folks who go to Kyle. All the folks with the lay-in know that they're waiting for Kyle. I want to remind you of the book of Sirach, Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, chapter 2. It says, gold is tried in the fire and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. You hold your head. You keep your faith, and develop with the days. I could, shout out some other guys. I could shout out some other gals. Melissa Lucio, Ramiro Rubin, Rodney Reed, all the brothers, man. I hate to delve in my mind, but all the brothers, all the sisters holding their heads up on those solitary rows. Thanks again. You want to do something?
Yeah, I'll say something.
Okay, and we have Gordon.
It's Gordon.
Gordon.
Hey, so, we were at the Polunsky Unit last week. Look, I've been to a lot of churches out here, and always looking for the Spirit of God moving. But let me tell you something. I want to shout out to all the brothers there on Polunsky that are just going and letting God be God and letting the Lord move and the Spirit have His way, because I was touched in a powerful way over there. And every time I go there, I can't wait to be a part of what's going on. But shout out to the guys at Polunsky. Look, I love y'all, man. I'm doing all I can. That flood that just came in, we were flooded in for 4 days. We couldn't get out. And it was hard watching, my neighbors and the widows that are on my street. My friend just passed away not too long ago, and she was wondering, how is she going to take care of all that stuff? And it kind of hit my heart, and the Lord just said, hey, just let her know that you'll take care of it. Hey, I got a lot on my plate, but when the Spirit of God moves us to do something, we make time. That's what it's about, is making time. So I want to challenge you guys in there and you gals in there. You see that, you might not think that someone needs that word or that, that friendly hand or someone to come and say something. Look, let God use you. He's put it in your heart to say something or do something for someone. Don't question it. Go do it. You might not have nothing to give, but you have your time and you have those words that He's given you. Go speak them to that person, because that's what they need. And that's what I want to just give it to y'all like that. You have a lot to give, and if you'll just step up, be that mouthpiece, be that one that's going to do what He puts in your spirit to say and do. And I'll promise you, you'll start seeing the Lord work in your life, because you're going to be faithful in those little things that He needs you to do. And He's going to reward you greatly. Y'all be good.
Well, He said it. Be good. Be good. All right. And I think let me give the phone number first. 713-526-5738. Of course, option number 1 to donate, and option number 2 to speak on the air. Now, David did a challenge, and I'm going to do a challenge. I can do $100. I will match $100 for $100. We'll see how that goes.
I'm keeping an eye on the deal.
Okay.
So if the $100 donation comes in, trust me, and you're not giving me back my $100 bill either.
I was gonna say, here you go.
Yeah.
No.
I just dawned on me. Oh, she's trying to get me like that.
I was trying to get you. Trying to get you. All right, Linda. I think Miss Linda has some shout outs. There she goes.
Turn her on again.
There she goes.
Okay, I'd like to do a shout out to Joel White, Michael Moyers, Thomas Miller L. Thomas, I will call the warden on Monday and make sure I can see you on June the 1st. Paul DeVoe, June the 2nd, I think it is. Thomas Miller L., Paul DeVoe, William Owen Sr., Jaime Cole, Franklin Davis, Will Spear, Cedric Marks, Robert Satterfield, Robert Solis, Lucky Ward, Ronald Haskell, William Hudson, Juan Balderas, Blaine Milam, Paul Story, Walter Sorto, Robert Roberson, Britt Ripkowski, Charles Hill, Dwayne Buck, Tyrone Williams, Iron Thunderhorse, Curtis Robertson, Stephen Curry, Eugene Broxton, Marcus Drury, Troy Glover, Bill Sims, Paper Cup at the Estelle Unit, Midget Titan at the Estelle Unit, Gregory Allen at the Dieball Unit. Your mom says to tell you hello, too. And Jedediah Reed at the Luther Unit. Your brother installed my dish network at my ranch yesterday, and I just wanted to tell you he's an awesome guy, and he told me what an awesome guy his brother was. So, anyway, that's all I know. So, y'all have a great night.
All right. Thank you, Linda. And I think that we have a donation coming in. So, I will be matching that. So, anyway, I have some shout-outs. Philo. It was great seeing you. Great seeing you. Great seeing DeVoe, too. Hi to both of you. Hi to Eugene Broxton. Thank you. Thank you, Eugene, for your donation. And one of my best friends in the world, Farron. I know you can hear me now, right? How you doing? I'm going to see you soon. Rodrigo. How you doing? I love me some Shirley. She's telling me y'all's nicknames. Jeff. Brett. It was great seeing you, too. Michael Ferguson. How you doing? Driver. T. Hi, T. I can't wait to see you. Hope you got my email. Big Head. Blaine. Mayo. Leroy. Larry at the Huntsville Unit. Jay at the Wynn Unit. Toot. Hey, Toot. Leo Willis and Joe Don, along with the famous Chucky at the Wynn Unit. Chucky. Yeah. And a huge hey to Rexalicious at the Ellis Unit, and CJ over at Styles, and of course Midget Titan and Paper Cup, along with Rusty at the Estelle Unit. So big hellos to you all. And do you want to do some more pitching, David? Because you're good. Well, before we do that, I wanted to remind people, because it's getting very, very hot, and we know that. They were talking about record temperatures. So if you do not have a fan, let us know. Let someone know, because there are options for you to get a fan. And of course, we were told, I just found out that some units, you're supposed to be able to have 2 fans, but some units you can only have 1 because of the plug-in options. So anyway, so if you do not have a fan, make sure you get in touch with us. Now, since, like I said, it's getting hot, according to AD 1064, the heat directive for TDCJ, remember, if you don't have this policy, let us know. We will get you this policy. I also have the food manual. I'm diverting for a second. I have the food manual that they're supposed to be following. I did an open records request. Oh, dear. Okay. Anyway, the heat directive. You are supposed to have water at all times. Ice must be provided and replenished on a regular as-needed basis. And, of course, like I said, fans. Showers, additional showers for offenders when possible, with lowered water temperatures for single temperature showers in offender housing areas. Now, I know that a lot of people aren't even getting a shower to begin with. So having additional cold showers could be rather difficult or non-existent. Mm-hmm. And respite areas. If the unit is over 90 degrees, incarcerated individuals can request 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Y'all remember that. And I know the Estelle unit and a portion of the Wynn unit did not have electricity for a while. It was a while. So they couldn't even use their fans. And when I called the Wynn unit, the captain on duty said it's an old unit. They were waiting for parts for the transformers, and he didn't know when those parts would be in. And it was not, it's an old building, of course, but it was also the incarcerated people that were, I guess, trying to smoke. He accused them of tripping the breakers. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what he told me. I'm like,
tripping the breakers ain't going to burn out the transformer.
No.
And that you have to wait God knows how long to get.
But after I made the phone call, after I did that,
they got electricity magically?
Within an hour, the parts arrived.
Lo and behold, look
at the Wynn unit, and they were getting fixed. Now the Estelle unit, I think there was something really wrong, because it was like out for.
Yeah, they were on generators for a while.
Yeah, they were on generators, but of course, they said it wasn't to keep the incarcerated people comfortable. That's not why they were on generators.
So I got good news. Pasquale sent me a instrumental. He said he's willing to do a verse.
A verse?
Yeah, but I was testing out. It works in here. I'll see if it goes out over there if he's ready.
Okay, come on.
With the second we have, in which you just brought up, Ms. Dani, on July 18th, we will be having an 85 to Stay Alive event here in Houston. Just to put the bug out there, we'll be knee deep in the summer. Hopefully we don't have any deaths by July, but in the event that the summer goes like last summer, we will be having an 85 to Stay Alive event in Houston.
Awesome.
When will that be?
July 18th. July 18th.
You ready?
Yeah, I'll do 2 verses. Come on.
2 verses. Let's go.
Cut it up. I'm a child of God now, through Jesus Christ. No more sleeping in my nights. I can sleep at night. You remove the scale from my eyes and restore my sight. Don't wanna be like Esau and sell my birthright, cause freedom is a powerful choice. And I'ma praise you with this heavenly voice. You my refuge, the God of my source. The resurrection power.
Oh, your instrument went off.
That was awesome. Thank you. Thank you. And your necklaces are awesome. I keep looking at it.
Brother Brian sent some trail. Can you use?
You what?
Brother Brian Trail sent them to me. Can you use?
Oh, okay.
You want to start over, Dave?
Yeah, I mean, how long is the instrumental supposed to be? Did it just cut off on accident or what? Let's try it again. Maybe I just got to keep it alive. It's kind of tricky coming off my phone, that's all.
Child of God now, through Jesus Christ. No more sleeping in my nights. I can sleep at night. You remove the scale from my eyes and restore my sight. Don't wanna be like Esau and sell my birthright, cause freedom is a powerful choice. And I'ma praise you with this heavenly voice. You my refuge, the God of my source. Your resurrection power is a powerful force. You made beauty from ashes, give me faith everlasting. Faith is compassion, now I'm driven with passion. Love is sweet as molasses, take me deep when I'm fasting. This hate I'm withstanding, I'ma shine your light in this madness. I'ma preach the gospel with gladness, keep me smiling and laughing. This world around me is full of darkness and sadness. The kingdom of heaven is within, to every child has been born again. I choose God over money, I choose God over money, I choose God over money, choose God over money, I choose God over money, I choose God over money, I choose God over money, choose God over. The whole world full of sin and money is their idol. Man, you're not a Christian just because you know the Bible. The devil is my rival. I don't care about going viral. I'm trying to tell the whole world I'm in traffic in the sight. Yeah, I'm smiling with a small Bible in my pocket. I'm a scream mercy music. The devil can't stop it. I'm gonna go like a rocket. When you rap, you make a bunch of noises. Spinning parts. Boy, you need to stop. Self-proclaimed mobsters. Lord, deliver me from the fakes and imposters. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Keep God business, and pick my cross up. See yourself, my God, see you in the spirit. And you know I'm telling the truth, even though you don't want to hear it. We need to love one another, pray for one another, be kind to one another, keep the unity amongst the brothers. Cause we members of one another, and never give a place to the devil. Cause God is the God of gods. Holy matrimony exposing the phones. I'm capturing my moment, cause Jesus my Tony. God over money, I choose God over money, choose God over money, I choose God over money, choose God over money, I choose God over money, I choose God over money. That song right there, y'all. God bless y'all for doing that with God over money. Cause the brother that builds a sign named Jonah Gang is coming out of Jonah.
That was awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Always a nice addition to the show. Always, always. Live music, man. All right, now we have Captain Tom.
Hello.
Hi.
Well, I took a nap and I overslept. I'm like, oh no.
We understand that.
Okay. Well, we'll do shout outs to all my incarcerated veterans. I still don't have my list updated yet. Just keep on saying the same list every week. You know, it kind of gets hard. So I would just say hello, everybody down there. You know, all the units out there in the state of Texas, all incarcerated veterans. It's also Memorial Day weekend, and I hope everybody is safe. I want to say also that you can donate to KPFT by going to kpft.org or call 713-526-5738 or text the word GIVE to 713-526-5738 and you become a sustainer for KPFT. And how's the fund drive going, by the way?
I think that we were behind a little bit from what Marlo told me when I first got to the station, but we're hoping to pick up the pace.
Well, everybody starts, you know, pitching and start donating, and, you know, it'll work out. We'll probably make our goal.
Well, if everybody's going to pitch, aren't you everybody? Can't you pitch?
I just did.
Oh.
He just did. Where were you, David?
Yeah, I was getting your thing off the internet. Did you see it?
I did.
Yep. But I'm just trying to get him to do it again. I'm giving him a hard time.
Okay, well, no, I'll be more than happy to do it one more time. Would you like me to do that for you?
Please, yes.
All right. You can donate to KPFT by going to kpft.org or call 713-526-5738 or text the word GIVE to 713-526-5738 or you can become a sustainer. You know, you $25, $10, $15, $25. We also have bricks out there for sale. You can have your name immortalized in the brick at our KPFT studio. And also you donate to the prison show.
Yay.
Thank you,
Thanks, Captain Tom. It's good to hear your voice.
Well, you're quite welcome. But like I said, I was taking a nap, and I do apologize. So, no, not calling in on time.
Oh, well, you're on time. You're just in time. And we appreciate you, and we will talk to you next weekend.
All righty, yes.
Thank you. And we also have Tracy. Tracy's on the line. Hey,
Hello.
Tracy.
Hey.
Go ahead. You're on the air.
Oh, I just wanted to give a shout out to my husband over at Memorial Unit, Ennis Coleman, a.k.a. Pitbull.
Okay. What do you want to tell him?
That I love him and I miss him.
All right. He probably heard you because you just said it for him or to him.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. And we hope you have a great weekend.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And as a reminder, or I don't even know if it's a reminder, just letting people know that David, how dare he, will be going on vacation. What date, David? June the 7th?
June the 7th is that Friday.
Okay. So we will be doing a repeat of a show. So,
Go ahead. You can tell them which show it's going to be, so that way they'll be excited about it.
we are going to repeat the show that Clinton Young spoke at the Ledge, which was
I'll have to figure out what the date is.
I think it was, we're working on the date. But anyway, we're going to do a repeat of that show because so many people were encouraged by Clinton Young. You know, when someone gets out and even though he still faces prison or the threat of prison, it's really important that you stay in touch with your brothers and sisters on the inside, like Marcy Marie's doing, like Jennifer Toons is doing, Clinton Young, and then of course, other people in the studio, Chivas and Gordon, they're staying. Pasquale, I can't see you. There he is. People, and of course David Collingsworth. It's important that a lot of people get out and they leave that life behind. But Clinton Young is trying to do something to help. He's going to the ledge and trying to make important changes. Everyone, so we thought it would be appropriate to maybe repeat that show. It's important that everyone does a piece of advocacy, whether it be like TIFA, whether it be like Gordon, Chivas, Pasquale, David, or Linda and I. We all do there's a piece that all of us represent, and we all have to work together to make that entire pie. So what Clinton Young's doing, what other people are doing is amazing. So we appreciate them. So we're going to...
It was March of last year, so I don't have the exact date, but he went before the Lees March of last year.
Okay. All right. Hopefully he'll be doing that again this year. But again...
But anybody can go before the Lees, right? And a lot of times TIFA has a day where everybody shows up and...
Yeah, we have a rally. I forgot to mention it's in February or March. So we have our rally every couple of years, of course, during this session. Last year was in February. It most likely will be in February. Toward the end, it was mid-February last year. So it's Texas Families for Justice. So our Texas Families for Justice rally. There's a lot of planning that goes into it, but I'm hoping that we get more participation. We did get a good turnout, but for over 100,000 folks that are incarcerated, I know we have more than a few hundred people. So,
absolutely.
We need families to come out. We need supporters to come out. And just have your voice heard. I mean, we do this work. We advocate on behalf of our loved ones and on behalf of other family members, but no one can tell your story like you. And that's why we have those types of classes and trainings to help encourage individuals and empower them to tell their own story and, really narrate their own testimony.
And they can put a face to your voice, which is you make a greater impact so they can see you, like at the summit, like at the board meetings. All those things, just keep in mind, advocacy starts with family and friends and people who care.
Right.
So, and you have to do your own advocacy for yourself. Remember that. And I mean, people think that I was arrested once. So people think I wasn't, but I was. It was my brief incarceration. But
I find that hard to believe.
That it was brief?
Well, that you were incarcerated. You don't seem like that type of person. You're kind of like Dave that crossed the line.
Yeah, unfortunately, it wasn't like that. And yes, I was arrested, and it cost a pretty penny to get me out.
Yeah, that's the problem with getting incarcerated. It costs a pretty penny.
Yeah, and maybe that's why I have an ex-husband now. Maybe that was the reason. But anyway, we just remember these rallies, remember these summits. Tell your families. If you don't have the information, which you should always have a pen and paper ready, but if you don't have one, just tell them to get in touch with the prison show. Our Facebook page is up and running 24/7. Send us a DM. And we'll be happy to tell you the dates and times and places and all that good stuff.
They can send a message on theprisionshow.net as well, or our YouTube channel. And there's lots of different ways they can contact us.
Yeah, that's true.
So
lots of different ways. Lots and lots.
Well, we're trying to get out there. A while ago, you said y'all were out there. Yep, you're out there.
Yep. I am.
So we still got a lot of time left. I wish the phone would ring. I'm finding it hard to believe that the phone's not ringing. It's like they're scared. Oh, it's quiz drive.
It's Memorial Day weekend.
Memorial Day weekend?
Bring up the, so we can thank the people again.
What, the whole list?
No, just from tonight. So we had a couple of donations. I said that I would donate or $100 if someone, and of course Savannah was right here. I was trying to use David's $100, but it didn't work out that way. So thank you, Savannah. Thank you, Pasquale. Thank you. Am I saying that right, Pasquale? Oh, yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Thank you both. And Leslie, is that the same Leslie? Let's see. Hey, Leslie.
Me again.
Hi.
I just wanted to say I love y'all. Y'all are awesome. And I will see you guys. I will see you, Dani, on Sunday. Yes.
Yes, you will. Yes, you will.
Yay. All right. And so let me ask you this. How do I go about being an advocate? Like maybe, can somebody show me the ropes? What do I need to do?
I'm going to show you every advocate.
Yeah, there's a whole slew of advocates, but honestly, you don't have to join an organization to be an advocate. Let me start there. Because first you want to be a self-advocate, right? And you know what's meaningful to you, you know what's important to you. So first think about that, and then think about what you want to have an impact on. So if you want to advocate on behalf of your loved one, you can do research. You can go to TIFA.org. TIFA does have, chapters across the state, and they do have, membership and support groups. So there's information there. There's, other organizations, who else can I shout out? TPCA, if you're interested in working on the heat issue and working and advocating for AC. There's SLC, Statewide Leadership Council. I'm the vice president of that. There's there's so many.
Texas Prisons Alliance.
Yes.
It's just family members just helping one another.
Texas Voices for a Reason. Mary Sue Molnar.
Okay.
Yes, Texas Voices for a Reason. They're awesome.
Yeah. And my own org, I never shout out my own org, Be Frank for Justice, but I don't have a membership, but I just help family members advocate on behalf of their loved ones. I'm focused more on medical now, just utilizing my professional background to help folks navigate through that process, but always happy to help, like if you're interested in getting involved with legislative advocacy in particular, or connecting you with other folks in the work.
Okay.
Well, thank you, Leslie, and I look forward to seeing you on Sunday.
Yes. I hope it's not going to be too hot, but
I like it hot, so I gotta.
Me too. Me too. All right. Well, you guys have a wonderful evening. And my little sugar pom pom in building. What did I say? It was building 4, Block E. Anyways. I just wanted to tell you I love you, and I will see you on Sunday, Sugar Pom Pom.
Oh, Lord, I'm going to love this. Thank you, Leslie. I'll see you on Sunday.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Yep, that's it. So we appreciate everybody calling. We appreciate everybody who's donated tonight. Hope you guys have a great Memorial Day weekend. Keep your heads up, keep your chin up, ever how you want to word it. And we appreciate everything that you guys have done.
Have a great weekend,
We're going to go out with Charlie and the Regrets.
Daddy, I'm coming to see you at visiting hours next week. Mama ain't been doing too well, I'll tell you more when we speak. And Billy's loving high school. He's out there blocking for JB. I'm sure he's gonna come around by the time you get released. It's Friday night, the inmates go quiet. Listen for the boys, they know it's prison radio. It's prison radio. From Paris to Polanski, Bonjour